Summer is officially here, and in just a few short weeks, breastfeeding will be in the spotlight as the month is dedicated to raising national awareness for it. Breastfeeding can be an important part in a child's development, but there are several myths about lactation care. And joining me in the studio this morning to help debunk some of the big major ones is Dr. Lindsay Moore with Indianapolis Moms. And you know, Dr. Moore, this is a sensitive topic since it's not an option for every mother and child, but for the ones that are able to navigate this journey. What's one of those big common misconceptions about breastfeeding?
One of the big ones that I find that goes with people not being able to who want to, and that's what I get irritated is they don't get the help they need and the right advice. It is that plugged ducts, which is where you get this swelling and tenderness like a lump in the breast. The idea is that it's the milk, that something's blocking it inside of that straw, that duct coming out, and the milk can't come through. So people have this idea that you have to like shove that plug out, suck that plug out, you know, pump extra, really firmly massage. And I've seen women come in, you know, encouraged to use hairbrushes and vibration tools and you name it, and they'll just massage till they're bruised, thinking I have to get that plug out. And that is where the problem comes in. It actually backfires.
And so tell me, with taking that advice that is not, you know, in your words, great, what happens when that bad advice does get taken?
So the reality with a plugged duct is that it is not a problem inside of the tube. It is a problem of swelling outside of the tube or in the breast tissues. And then that pushes on the duct and blocks it up by just collapsing it, basically. That's why things back up. So the problem is, think of a tender tissue like a sprained ankle. If you were to firmly massage it, add a lot of focused vibration where you're pushing on it, and just mess with it constantly, what's going to happen?
It's not going to get better.
It's going to have more blood flow go to it, more swelling. It's going to hurt. It's not a good idea. So when we do all those things, including pumping extra, just constantly pump, we're just feeding the process, and we're increasing the swelling around this poor little microscopic duct. They're tinier than we believe. They're just microscopic like this, and then we make it worse instead of getting it out. So it actually is really bad. It can lead to abscesses and really serious trouble.
Well, now that we know what not to do, what should you do?
So what you should do, the basics are anything that's anti-inflammatory. So you do cold compresses, just like you might on an ankle, to decrease the swelling. You're going to do, you know, if you're medically safe to do it, ibuprofen at the sort of higher doses we recommend for anti-inflammation. You're going to pump regularly, not excessively, just enough to kind of keep things moving but not make it worse. And it's really hard to kind of show on TV, but there are very gentle lymphatic drainage techniques where literally you just barely stroke the skin like you're touching a cat. It sounds crazy, but I swear to you, it's evidence-based and magical, and it works when done enough and done correctly.
And so, see, in just a short 3 minutes, we were able to debunk a major lactation and breastfeeding myth. And, you know, this is a topic of conversation that we could talk about for a long time. And I know you're going to be back with us in August.
Of course.
And in the meantime, you have said that you have provided resources. And so we're going to include your video tips and the web story with a link so that people can be able to have those resources where you're walking it through with the video and a bunch of other breastfeeding, lactation care resources. In the meantime, until we see you again in August for National Breastfeeding Month. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. As always, we appreciate it.